You know that feeling at the end of the year where everything hits you at once? The wins, the losses, the growth, the chaos, all of it just showing up like an uninvited guest at your holiday party. I have been feeling that a lot lately, and maybe you have too. So today, before we head into our extended hiatus, we have something special for you. We're gonna look back, we're gonna look forward, and talk about all the beautifully uncomfortable parts about growing up. From starting scary things to putting yourself out there, to realizing that everyone's timeline is different, and that is actually the point. It is our last episode of the year, so let's make it a good one. Hey everybody, welcome back to Still Can't Cook. It is our final episode of the year. Can you believe it? I can't believe it because I look younger. How did that happen? Benjamin Button's fakie is what I am. Anyway, one full year, end of the year. How insane. Thank you guys for showing up with me this entire 365 days. What a crazy ride. I could not have done it without you. I am so appreciative and I am so excited about today's show because we're gonna cover the entire year and all the stuff that changed, all the stuff that stayed the same, and what I'm looking forward to next year. So thank you for being here. Thank you for staying for this full year. Please come back when I come back after the holidays. And sadly, I still can't cook. But it's still the name of the show, so I shouldn't laugh about it. Anyway, so here we are. We're sitting on the first year of Still Can't Cook. I can't even absolutely wrap my head around the fact that I've done this for one full year. I've had an incredible time. There's not been one second that I'm lying. I'm going to kill Deanna a lot. Deanna is my producer who drives me completely crazy from behind the camera and always corrects me. She makes this show happen. And so I really want to thank Deanna and all the people who are part of Still Can't Cook. And you know who you are, Rachel, Kayla. There's been some interns. Thank you guys. For my team, it's been incredible. Getting to know you guys has been magical. Having people recognize me is nuts. Going viral was crazy. I've had my friends on the show. I've done so many solo episodes. Who knew that you guys really care about what I have to say? And you do, and it's amazing. And thank God, because someone should listen to me. Because if the camera's not on, I'm just talking to myself. But it's been an incredible ride. I can't believe I did it. I really am super, super excited about it. I'm excited about what's next. But this year, with all of the great shows from Dean, God bless you, Dean Winters, I love you so much, my first guest on the show, my friend Tasha Smith, who directed the first episode and helped me with that horrible helmet hair. We'll let that slide. We're still friends. I don't know how she got away with that. She's probably because she wears wigs. Tasha did not know that was my real hair, but it was. And we should have done something about it because it was hideous. Going back and watching some of the earlier episodes and seeing my transition, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have less jowls because the face got done. But yeah, no, watching this whole show, I mean, from start to finish, it's just been super exciting for me. I took some chances. I got myself in trouble a few times. I got some people angry, and it is what it is, and I don't really care. I spoke my mind. I spoke about the things you guys wanted to hear about, clearly, because you're still here. The numbers are only getting bigger. Share, follow, subscribe, tell your friends. Seriously, I need a little army out there. And I know a lot of you are continuous and have been here every week, and you email me and text me and you write comments, and I am so, so grateful for you. I just want to keep it going. I want to not be able to walk out of the house. I want to Kardashian the shit out of the show. I want to be able to walk out in glasses and people go, oh, is that her? I have to run down the street. I want you to do that for me. It hasn't happened yet, but it just keeps getting better, and I'm so excited about it. So I learned that starting something before you're actually ready is one of the most powerful things you can do. No one tells you it's the right moment. It's a decision you have to make, unless, of course, you work for somebody else and then they push you up the ladder when you're not ready to go, and I've had that happen too. This was a decision I made on my own. Was I ready? I don't know, but I don't think I don't believe in a mistake. So I think I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I think that you have to take the chance on yourself. If you wait till it feels right, man, you're never going to go outside. Do you ever really have the right outfit or the right hairdo or the right color lipstick or the right shoe? You know, nothing's ever right, but we have to figure it out. You got to leave for the party anyway and make it work. And guess what? Those nights when you're feeling the worst possibly are the best times you have, because you realize, oh, and thank God I came. I'm so glad I didn't stop. You know those moments? We all have those one moments where you're just about to leave and you're like, oh, maybe I should. No, let me go. That's what I did with this. It's like I wasn't sure, is this the right thing? And you know what, man, I am so glad I did it, and I'm excited about what's next. And I'm excited about this show. This show is 5 minutes in and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about all of it. I made the right choices. There is no proper timing. You have to trust yourself. You have to go nosedive. And if you make a mistake, man, it's better than not knowing what's going to happen if you don't take the chance. And I don't know. I'm in the middle of it, and I'm loving every second of it. I'm joking about walking out and Kardashian it. I mean, I'm not. I hope that happens. But I just love this right now. Every day, I love it more. Every week, I'm like, wow, how many people watch the episode? To get on and have 2 people watch me by 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, sorry, to see anybody view me and have any number, have it not just be me, is exciting because you guys don't have to do that, and that you're interested and you care about me and you have comments, you share me with your friends. It's such an honor to be part of anybody's Tuesday, and I get to be part of a lot of Tuesdays, and I'm super excited about it. But at the beginning, I wasn't sure what I was doing. I mean, I still don't know what I'm doing. Just don't tell anybody. It's between us. It's a secret. So the hardest part really was not recording. It was letting people hear me. And look, hitting a year is amazing, but it also reminds me how terrifying it really was to start this in the first place. Let's talk about what doing something hard and unexpected actually looks like. This year has taught me that making the scariest choices end up being the most defining. There is a very specific type of bravery that shows up when you take the chance and do something you're not supposed to be doing, and you do it anyway. So one of the things that have been a big learning curve for me, where I realized I have to put the phone down and stop comparing myself to anybody else, is because I put myself out there and I feel really unqualified. And sometimes you see your friends doing the things you're doing and excelling at such a quick pace, and it's like, wait, what about me? What about me? But the fact is, I have famous friends. Like, I can't be keeping up to the friends. Sorry, Michelle Wolf, I can't keep up to you. I look and you have 2 million views, and I'm like, I had 5,000. By the way, 5,000 is huge, and thank you, the 5,000, whoever you are. I love you so much. But, it's hard when you compare yourself to others. And I know that I have kind of a particularly successful group of friends, which I love very much and have been very supportive. But it's hard when you look out there and you see people who are just flying past you, and you're just trying to figure out how to keep up. So for me in the beginning of this, I was like, how do I compare or compete with my friends who are just famous and doing it quicker and better? Well, different. Let me take that back. Doing it differently than I'm doing it, because I think they would say, because they've told me, they're not doing it better. I'm doing it really well too. So it is difficult, though, to compare yourself. And you look and you sit and you see these caller daddies and all these people who have these incredible interviews. And I'm like, I wanted her. Bethany Frankel, I see you. I want you. You want to be here. And we'll have a good talk when you're here. And it's all going to happen. But again, it's been my first year. So I've been aiming for bigger. I'm looking at people who've been doing it for so long or are famous when they start. It's like OnlyFans, People think they could just go like, I have cute feet, I'm going to go on OnlyFans. No, you have to be a stripper first. People have to want to see your naked feet. It doesn't matter how cute your feet are. That's like me. I had to build up a naked feet audience. I had to build up a Still Can't Cook audience from scratch. Guess what? The only thing I don't know how to do is cook. I know how to do things with a recipe. Other than that, I got you guys here. I figured out how to get 5,000 people to watch my podcast. And then it was 10,000, it was 115,000 people watched an episode two episodes ago. Who are you guys? I love you guys. Thank you so much. That's a recipe. So I know how to cook in life, just not in the kitchen. But it is difficult to see people doing what you do and feel like you are not really qualified to do it, until other people like you guys tell me that I am. And that really mattered. I got a lot of beautiful text messages and inboxes and emails and people on the streets and friends of friends telling me that they look forward to it. People who like, oh, I can't wait to drive in the car on Tuesday morning and hear you. And I remember years ago, I was sitting at an office job. I was executive at some point in my life, which is bananas. But I was sitting at a desk at a P&L meeting, which is profit and loss. And by the way, didn't know that when I was in the meeting, the first one. And I remember sitting there thinking, if I open my mouth, are they going to know? Like, are they going to know I shouldn't be here? And that's kind of how you feel every day when you take a risk, I think. It's how I feel every single time these lights go on and Deanna says no to me. No, Kelley, slow down. No, Kelley, that was too fast. No, Kelley. Deanna says yes sometimes. Very, very rarely. Every time the lights go on and the camera, she says, we're rolling. I'm like, oh God, it's going to be terrible. And I don't think it ever was. Hairdos, Some topics have been some shitty topics, but I'm really excited that I did this. And I don't think you're ever fully prepared. Imagine being prepared to be a parent. Imagine being prepared to get married. Imagine being prepared at all. I made a joke about like walking out at night, but it's the truth. We never feel prepared. I never do. There's only that one last thing you have to do. Well, guess what, man? Life happens while you're looking for that one last thing, and you got to do it. And I'm look, I just got teary-eyed. I know you guys can't probably see it, but it's happening. I got teary-eyed in my new eyes. But yeah, I'm very proud of myself because it's not easy. It's scary. Oh God, I have an ugly cry. Ask my sister. Okay, hold on a second. I'll be right back. Listen, I got emotional. You want to see how much I spent on this podcast? You get emotional too. Oh my God, when I'm homeless, can I live with 115,000 people who watched my last podcast? One of you take me in, and not the weird guy who's home right now, like petting his pet mouse. Oh my God, that just made me so creeped out. I just picture some weird, sweaty old man petting a mouse, watching my podcast. Okay, I'm back because I was crying, because I got emotional, because I took a chance. And if I say it again, I'm going to cry. So we're going to jump over to this. Sometimes the universe doesn't give you a plan B because they know you're going to cling to it. I'm going to tell you something. If I had a second choice, I would have taken it. See, I'm going to cry again. This is a very emotional day for me. It's been a year, and I'm old. Hold on a second. Stay with me. I'm not going to cry. Okay. It's like glisten. It's just my eyes are glistening. So yeah, you don't get a second chance at things, right? So if the universe gives you an option, you take the easy option. So plan B, no, sir. No, can't do it. Take the chance. Universe speaks to you. Listen to it. It's scary, man. It really is. But if you don't do it, you're going to regret it. If I didn't do this and I was watching all my friends and I know they're doing better than me, you know you're doing better than me. I'm right behind you though. Stay tuned, kids. See, look, I'm crying again. But ignore that. I'm emotional. It's old things. Menopause makes you cry. But I think it's really important. There isn't a plan B, because if you have one, the easier option is what we always take. You know what? It's what I always take. If there was an option that would have made me less available for public scrutiny or someone to say that I was ugly, which they have, and you know who you are out there, lady who yelled at my podcast with Kelley Catrone, stupid. Anyway, I blocked you. She called me ugly. It didn't matter. She's got an ugly soul, and I got a facelift. Plan Bs. Typically, people cling to those because they're the easiest road. And I think just by doing this, I've learned that it's more important that you take the chance. So, wow, I'm emotional. I think I need a hug. Group hug. Just kidding. I'm vibing my inner Tasha, and if I say God like 4 more times, it's going to be me and Tasha Smith. That's what it is. I'm feeling Jesus in the room. Thank you, Tasha. Okay. I'm having a Jesus moment.
It's like Holy Spirit.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Is that a song that I don't know? Is that a song that I don't know?
Maybe I'm just on like a
First of all,
I'm on a weird Christian talk, so maybe don't ask.
Welcome back to the things that Deanna and Kelley don't have in common. One is life. The only thing we have in common is we're female. For half an hour of my life, it was almost a male. So we don't even have that in common. I had a few months where I was skating through the whole... I was like, I don't know. Have a beard, get me a Rolling Rock, whatever. I don't know what that even means. Do men drink Rolling Rocks? I don't know. I know sometimes I walk past the mirror and I want to have sex with myself. I was like, that bitch is hot. Oh, wait, that's me. Weird. Because there's a whole entire episode, if you guys watch, and if you haven't watched my entire season, I don't care if I'm going out of order. Go back and watch it because it's funny. I look whack in some of them. My hair looks crazy. You could clearly see the facelift and the change in my neck and my lower face. But there is an episode where I talk about the fact that I take too many testosterone, and I was very, very close to being a man. Very close. My doctor said, you are, in fact, transitioning. And I was like, say that again, and what are you wearing? It happened. So if you haven't seen the episode, it will only make it funny if you know that it was a testosterone thing, and I'm actually fine. Being brave is not about being fearless. It's about being fed up with your own potential going to waste. And honestly, after this year, I am convinced we are done playing small. In 2026, we are taking that energy and we are dialing it all the way up. 2026 is the year of putting yourself out there. This is the year of shooting your shot in friendship, in dating, in career, in travel, in everything. Closed mouths do not get fed, and closed hearts do not get good stories. 2026 is the year we're going to go big. We have to. We don't have that much time. You don't get to do this again. Let's grab it. Let's do it this year. 2025 was a learning curve. It was great. I learned a lot. I'm super excited about it. But guess what? How do we put that into action for next year? What are we going to do, and what are we going to do big? For me, it's everything. You guys stay tuned. It's going to be huge. I'm going to go on vacations, even though I can't afford it. No, I'm taking myself away. I had an incredible vacation last year. Talk about that later. But I'm glad I did, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do more vacations this year. I'm going to take the chance on dating. it's come to my attention with the dating world that younger men want to date women in their 50s. I have fought this from day one. You guys go back and watch the podcast. I always say I want to date older men. Kelley Catrone laughed and said, how long are you going to keep that up? Can't do it too long. Was a joke when she said it. She's not joking. So I've decided I'm going to date men that are a little bit younger than me. That's a big deal, but that's going to happen in 2026. I'm still holding out in 2025 for some grandpa to call. But until then, 2026, I'm going to date the datables, whoever they are. If they don't have the big ick factor and they have a lot of green flags, I'm going to date them. Green flags, I have a green flag. That's what I'm wearing today. It's a big green flag going into 2026. I, in fact, am a walking green flag. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Anyway, what else? 2026. 26 is going to be an incredible year because we all know what we need to do now. Wasn't it a learning year for you guys? Don't you feel like you figured it out in 2025? So because I know my audience is relatively young, a lot of you guys are listening to me and you're in the Taylor Swift age. I enjoy that and thank you for showing up for this old lady. But I'm funny and you know I am, and this is what the future looks like after a facelift. But listen, do it now. Don't wait. 2026 is your year. It's the year to kind of show up, bells on, let it happen, make the choices, take the ride, make the decisions, do it all. Do not sit back. Don't stay home. Get out there. Go to the concerts. Go to theater. Go out with your friends. Meet the guy. Send the text. Make the call. Do all the things. You're just going to get older. You're going to regret not doing it. I swear to God, I promise you. And if Jimmy down the block you have a crush on doesn't text you back, guess what? 2 years from now, you're going to be so hot, it's not even going to matter. There was a milk commercial when I was a kid. I'm bringing it back. Sorry, stay with me. It was black and white. No, it wasn't. I'm kidding. But there was a milk commercial when I was a kid, and you see this little girl drinking milk, and the guy, it's a little girl, and her brother's friends are in the room. She's drinking milk, and she's like smiling at the guy, and he completely ignores her. And years later, she walks out, and she's like this stunning, gorgeous girl, and the guy's like, "Oh my God, is that Kelley?" And she's like, "Yeah, it is. I drank my milk." And listen to me. Drink milk if you drink milk. If you're a vegan, drink your, almond milk, whatever you guys do. But don't wait. 2026, whatever's on the agenda, whatever you skipped in 2025, do it. Let's do it together. I'll write down a list of things I didn't do this year and make it happen next year with you. And you guys do the same thing. What didn't you do? Take the chance, do it now. 2027, you're going to just wish you had done it. So let's not get there and be like, oh, you know what we didn't do again? Don't have an again next year. Let's make sure we wipe off all the again. So whatever was on your agenda for 2024 that you didn't get done in 2025, let's make sure we check it off for 2026. And we can do it together. Maybe we'll do a whole podcast about it. And we can do I'm making up a whole thing here, but let's just do it. Let's not have anything left on our we want to do list. 2026, let's go big. The world is crazy. The world is crazy. We need to get this done. We need to get life. We need to enjoy ourselves. We need to get our lives moving and find the happy. And you're only happy when you're getting things done that you're proud of yourself for doing. So you can do all these little silly things and the girlfriend nights out, but what do you have on your must-do list? Let's get those things done in 2026 and let's do it big. Let's be loud. So there's a song by J-Lo who says, let's get loud, let's get loud. If you don't know who she is, ask your mothers. I'm kidding. I just young shamed my audience. I'm only kidding. But I thought it was Taylor Smith because I'm old. And I just said Smith. Taylor Swift. Anyway, 2026 is a year of getting it done. I'm coining it now. 2026, so says Kelley Fahey from Still Can't Cook, is the year of getting it done. Let's do it. Let's do it big. Go. Everything you didn't do this year, we're doing it. All of us, we're doing it together. Group hug, we're doing it. My list is way too big. It's kind of sad. It's a notebook at this point. But anyway, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be held accountable. How about you guys hold me accountable? Beginning in 2026, this is what I'm going to promise. I'm going to do a podcast in 2026 that talks about the things I'm getting done. And at the end of 2026, if I don't get it done, you guys can say mean things about me on the internet. No, you can't. That would be mean. Don't do that. But anyway, I think we need to get things done. That's the year. I'm feeling like this. I feel like it's this kind of year, like it's a shoulder shaking year. And I have on shoulder pads because I wanted to look pretty for this last episode. So I go like this with my shoulder pads. That's what 2026 feels like. It's a shoulder pad year. I feel like it's going to be. I might bring them back. That's what I'm doing. I'm starting a whole trend. Shoulder pads in 2026, people. Just take the risk. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to stay exactly as you are. That's not so bad. You're all adorable. We are cute just the way we are, but take the risk. Don't take the chance of not taking the risk. Because the worst thing that's going to happen is you're just going to be you anyway, and you are fabulous. Just move forward, though. Keep it moving. Staying stagnant is not good. Don't stay stagnant. Speaking of making big moves, the end of the year makes you take inventory of your entire life. You're out there putting yourself out there, and all of a sudden everyone else is sprinting ahead before the ball even drops. Nothing humbles you like scrolling through all these milestone posts while you're still trying to figure out your next step. Imagine being me. I have friends who are putting up their grandchildren. Their grandchildren. And by the way, I never knew there was a D in that. Growing up, I said grandchildren. There's a D, grandchildren. Just so you know. Thank you, Instagram, for showing me that. We drop letters all the time growing up in Brooklyn, but that doesn't matter. I'm taking off the topic here. I'm going back to what I was talking about, the comparing yourself, watching other people's posts and their whole highlights and what they did when you did. I mean, hello, did I even show up this year? Who got married? Who got engaged? Who got divorced? Got remarried? I don't know how these people are secondary married when I haven't even had a second date. Who had a grandchild whose grandchild got married? Grandchildren having proms. I'm like, what? Whose timeline am I on? Guess what? My timeline. And mine is so much more peaceful than yours. Not saying that yours is bad. Just saying, thank you, Jesus. I chose mine because I don't want to be anybody's grandmother with a D. I don't want to be that. I can't believe how weird it is to watch your friends as you get older and see them progressing, which God bless their kids graduating college, getting married, having kids of their own. You know what that makes me feel? Old. You know what I want to feel? Old. Ever, ever, ever. You know what doesn't make me feel old? My dog. Because he doesn't even ever age. He stayed 4 forever, and that is it. So I don't know. I'm watching people and their lives just progress, and it is hard at the end of the year because I'm watching, you know those reels? Like they do those back to school, here's my kid in front of the door and look how cute they are? No, I don't want to look at your stupid kid. And I don't want you sending me Christmas cards with your kids either. And everyone, thank you for not doing that this year because I throw them out. Dumb, dummity dumb. No one cares about your kid as much as you do. We all know that. Okay, I'm going to run a tangent. I will not do that. Watching people's lives progress on the internet, watching all the reels. I don't post how fabulous my life is. I have big highlights. I just don't tell anybody because I'm private. I have to keep that stuff to myself. You know, guys don't need to know about all the stuff that I do. Yeah. So my reels are going to be like me doing this. And then Oliver took his 800th step. And yeah. And then I changed my lipstick color and I got a facelift. So those are my highlights. No one got married. No one got divorced. No one had a kid. No one had christening. I mean, how do you do all that in one year? I'm exhausted watching people's reels. At the end of the year, you know what? I used to feel kind of bad about myself. I'm like, oh, wow, he went cheated. Guess what? We all know we put up our best self. I look fabulous on Instagram. Come walk by my house Tuesday at 3 o'clock. I'm a mess. I look like a homeless person in designer clothes. Don't trust the internet. We all have great lives. We just don't post it all. And we don't have good editors. I do now for the show. But don't listen to those reels and don't judge yourself by what other people are doing. But 2027, we might have to because we just made a vow to 2026, we're going to get it done. So we're going to have crazy, incredible reels at the end of 2026. We don't need to do that for 2025 because no one told us. You didn't know I was going to show up with this demand, did you? Did you know I was going to make you look at yourself like this? You didn't. Self-processing, that's what I'm here for. So we take a better look at ourselves and do better next year. Next year, our reels are going to be epic. Yeah, mine's going to be great. Lots of Oliver and lots of you guys. And guess what? I don't want anything else, so it's fine with me. New face, some new listeners, some new viewers. Lots, please. Tell your friends, share me. Oliver might have some new friends, and that for me is enough. I don't need a whole highlight reel of graduations and college applications and no, thank you. But congratulations to all of you whose kids got into Harvard. I'm really happy for you. I'm proud. So if you can avoid people's highlights, do. Don't skim through it because the fact of the matter is everyone's doing things at their own time, at their own pace, and we all feel a little envious of other people, right? And the thing that's so crazy nowadays is that you don't have to walk to the spot all your friends are hanging out and see who's got a better pair of shoes. Now you could lay in bed, sick, not feeling well, and already depressed about something that happened with your boyfriend, and then see someone who just got a brand new Balenciaga bag. It's like, oh, and I'm so sad today. That's a great bag. We can't avoid having other people's lives thrown in our faces. I mean, we can. We could not be on social media. Kind of, who does that? I mean, I guess there are people that do that, but I don't want to hang out with them. But yeah, comparing ourselves, it's difficult. It's difficult to put that phone down and to actually look around and be like, my life's pretty dope. You know, I have great friends and I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you guys looking at your own lives and be like, no, things are great. Really. I don't care that Becky got engaged. I don't even like my boyfriend. I only keep him around for the ride to school. Whatever the situation is, like we can't compare ourselves. It's really difficult. Social media makes it really hard to have a leveled opinion of yourself because no matter how great you are, someone's always better. And by the way, it's just better photoshopping. It's just a better edit. Don't let yourself get caught up in someone else's life on social media. If you have girlfriends and people who are next to you who are actually doing the things you wish you were doing, or, better grades at school, which really do matter, grades matter, or getting a promotion at work that you didn't get, work harder. That, real life things you should really compare yourself to, but not what's happening on social media. If you saw what this looked like before it was edited, I can't get a sentence out. That's why my hands are down. Edits. You're welcome. Don't judge yourself by what it looks like on other people's lives and their timelines. Because while you're home looking at what everybody else is doing, you don't get to look at the beauty of your own life. You forget to take your own inventory because really comparison is the thief of joy. There is no such thing as late. There's just your moment and it hasn't missed you. So whether it's your birthday or the new year, how you interpret your timeline is entirely up to you. New Year's can feel like a celebration or a full-blown identity crisis. It's not just the fireworks, it's a psychological mirror that shows you every version of yourself that you have been avoiding. I, in fact, do not celebrate New Year as New Year because guess what? I wasn't born on New Year. It's just some weird day. That's fun and the date changes. But my New Year, I celebrate on my birthday because it's the only day, someone told me this, it's the only day of your life that you don't have 24 hours. There's 2 days in your life you don't have 24 hours. The day you're born and the day you die. It's eerie, right? But it's true. Isn't that crazy to think about? So on my birthday, when I have a full 24 hours, because I was born in 1971, and since then I've had a full day that day, I want to make that my New Year. And I write my resolutions on my birthday, on August 21st. I was born August 21st, 1971. That's a lot of clicking back when you have to figure out your date online. But I know it's shocking. It's the facelift for those of you who just tuned in. I know I look 28, but I'm 54. But yeah, I think for me, I celebrate my New Year on my birthday because New Year's Eve, everybody, look, collectively, we all go into a new year and it's exciting. And I am super excited about 2026. 2025 was the year of learning. I'm saying it again. I really feel like I think if it's a collective, I think you can feel collectively. I'm a high EQ kind of person. I can feel a room. I'm telling you, I know the world is going through a transition. We're all there. I'm with you guys. 2026 is when we're going to put it into action. It's our action year and we're going big doing it. That said, I think on New Year's Eve, I'm too drunk to write resolutions, and on New Year's Day, I'm too hungover to care. So that's why I write it on my birthday, because I'm usually depressed about the age. I'm like, 50, what? I'm going to do this next year. And then on my birthday, the following year, I read what I wrote, and I either check it off or I cry a little bit and yell at myself. And this year, I get to tell Deanna, and she can yell at me, because she likes to do that. That's the producer. But usually I hold myself accountable for my New Year. And my New Year starts on my birthday. But I get it. I want to celebrate going to 2026. I love the big ball drop. I love the New Year's Eve. I don't like the crowds. I don't like the parties. I don't like the pressure of dressing up. So why does New Year's hit so hard? Why do we put so much pressure on ourselves? Why does it have to be so stressful? And why does it start getting stressful like 2 days before? We all know it's coming. Why don't you have your dress? Why don't you know what party you're going to? What do you mean you didn't know it was sold out? Why is this the only holiday, and maybe it's just me, but why don't we ever make plans? Does anyone actually make plans for the holiday, or is everybody all spinning out a few days for New Year's Eve? You might make a plan and you decide to change that plan because it's never the right plan. You know why? Because it's never the right time. New Year's Eve, we feel like it's the moment where time hits and there's no avoiding it. Guess what? I just figured that out right now today o'clock. Everything comes together. It's like we always worry about catching, like not being there at the right time. We're always chasing time. We're always wasting time. Shout out to Mo Amer, who on his special talks about time. And I never really thought about it to just a second while I'm talking about what happens on New Year's Eve, I think, is that our biggest fear about time and it happening while it's happening come together. When we have that countdown. When else do we do that? The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Never. Maybe on your birthday. I don't think so. No, only on New Year. Is it universal countdown, different timelines, but let's just talk about New York timeline for me right now. You count down to a year changing. That's a scary moment. Time is all we have. And when we run out of time, we're dead. That's the facts. So I think the reason that New Year's Eve is such a big deal is because it's the only day of the year that time really is what we're looking at the entire night. Wow, I just taught myself something scary today. That's why it's such a big deal, because we don't really watch the passing of time like that. We should every single day, because we don't get this very second back. I'm older now than I was when I started this podcast today. It's crazy. But we don't look at time like that, the intervals of it. I think that's why New Year's Eve is such a big deal, because we are all together, a mass of people watching time change at the same time. I think that is a huge collective shift in energy. Wow, I just taught myself that. I think that's why it's such a big deal. And I think you really can feel it. It's palpable. And I've been in New York and I've watched the time change here. I've been in other countries and watched, and it doesn't shift. You feel it where you are, if that makes any sense. I'm a New Yorker, but it was New Year's Eve for me when I was sitting in Rome, because we all together in this space changed the time together. I think that's what it is. I think that's why it's a big deal, because we are collectively watching a year change, the time. We don't pay attention to time like that, and we should more often than just New Year's Eve. That's what I think happens. I think that's what it is. That's why it's a big deal. But then, forget about the philosophical and all the heavy stuff. Then we got to look good. Imagine that. Knowing that time is going, we're losing a year. We still have to look good and celebrate. I feel like we should just sit around and cry. Be like, oh my God, look at that minute pass. When else do we do that? When count down a minute like that? Probably right now, my producer. Shut her up. No, but aside from that, when are we actually watching the seconds pass? I don't know. It's a big one now. I just got myself all in my head about it. Now I'm scared of New Year's Eve. I'm going to be sitting home wow. All right, I'm going to work through this myself. Don't feel bad for me. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Now that I just had this whole philosophical moment. But regardless, every year is proof that you survived more than you give yourself credit for. Ew, that's scary to think about. In the spirit of celebrating our timelines, let's do something fun before we wrap up. I don't want to wrap up. I love this show. I'm going to give you guys my top 5 moments of 2025. So number 5 was my going viral with Jesse Williams. It was huge. It was incredible. I did not see it coming. I woke up, friends were calling and texting. Amazing. Thank you, Jesse. And thank you guys that kept watching and got mad at me for not watching Grey's Anatomy. Number 4 is my solo trip to St. Thomas with me and the Chooch. Me and my dog took a trip by ourselves. I had the most incredible time on the beach with that dog. Finally took a chance on myself, went alone, didn't need anyone else's company. I did it. I was very proud of myself. I've been waiting to do that for 54 years, and I did it last year, and it was one of my best moments. Number 3 is starting the podcast, because I took a chance on myself, and so far, so good, guys. Thank you very much, but let's kick it in 2026. Number 2 is the facelift. I've waited 54 years to fix this face. I was born, I was like, what happened, Mommy? What happened? No, I always wanted a facelift as soon as I saw my face. I was like, things could be higher. It could all go up. So the only way is up. So I'm really happy about the facelift. I did that this year, and I'm still on the mend. So I love that I did that. And then the number one thing that I did this year, and it wasn't a joyous occasion, it was a life-changing occasion, and that was selling my parents' home. The first day I introduced myself to you, and anyone who knows me, very important part of who I am is, give me a second, I'm going to cry again. Super important that I'm from Brooklyn. It is an intricate part of who I am. And selling the house this year, whatever, I'm crying. It's my last podcast of the year. Selling the house was a huge, huge moment, because I had to say goodbye to that and look forward. It's been a mix of clearly it's been a mix of, there's a lot of sadness behind it, but also is they would have wanted us to move on. And I think it was the one thing, though, of course, the memory of our parents, and I don't want to get into that, but the kind of keeping us having to go back to Garrison Beach and reliving the loss over and over again. So selling the house, I think it was the right time. And so that happened this year. And that was a very huge part of my 2025. I'm going to cry for a second. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. And looking back naturally leads to looking forward. The new year is about letting go of what doesn't serve you, but being brave enough to welcome in what circles back. So 2026, right? Let's look ahead. Let's figure out. Releasing what no longer serves us. Let's just be honest. God, that's way easier said than done. I go to bed every night and I do my deep breathing, box breathing, we'd like to call it. I breathe in the new and I breathe out what no longer serves me. You know what I do the next day? I go right back to know what no longer serves me. So in 2026, I think it's super important that and I say that a lot. I think a lot of things are super important. That might be my hashtag line, by the way. Kelley thinks everything is super important. But I think what's going to be important this upcoming year is that we really do let go of those things that don't serve us. And that doesn't mean that we need to cut people off. Doesn't mean you have to stop talking to your brother or your cousin or your friend that said something. It means we have to figure out a place to keep them for what they actually do bring us. Meet them where they're at. I think that what happens a lot is that we try to bring people to where we're at, and there's the struggle. Letting go of what doesn't serve us means expecting things from people that they just don't have the ability to give us. Imagine that. Imagine if we think maybe we're expecting too much in 26. Maybe that friend that doesn't call often enough, or the brother that doesn't ask how you are, or that one friend that doesn't compliment you or recognize your success. And I'm not voicing these for myself. I'm just saying blanket statements here. What if we stop expecting them to be anything other than who they are? What if we meet them where they're at for 2026? I think what doesn't serve us, and I know I can tell you what doesn't serve me, is expectations that can't be met. So why don't we give ourselves a break and release that? Let's let go of expecting people to be who we need them to be and just expect them to be who they are. I think we're going to be a lot less disappointed. I think we can breathe easier when you go, oh, that's right. They don't show up. Oh, that's right. They do always start an argument. Oh, of course he wants to be controversial. What would he be if he wasn't? Maybe we just meet people where they are in 2026. And then how about we find new people, make new friends, figure out what it is that you're not getting from these people that you don't want to let go of, and find people who can fill those voids for you. You can find the friend who's just there for fun, who's easy, who's light, who wants to just support you, who's just there for a good time. And I'm not saying that's a good time meaning like it's anything sexual. Good for you if you got that. But I'm saying like a friend that just wants to come over and watch a movie and hang out and talk, and it doesn't have all that backstory. There's something to be said about a new friend without all the backstory, where you mention someone and they go, who's that? When you grow up the way I grew up and everyone knows it, I don't have to explain who anybody is. The way I grew up, we all grew up together. So the friends all know everything. My sister, my brother, my siblings, my family, we all know the story. And there's a backstory there. And it leaves a little bit of like, I don't know, I think it makes it a little bit more difficult to accept those people for who they are. We get mad at them. We have all these expectations. So I think sometimes it's fun to find easier, newer friends that we can have less expectations to get the big picture from. Like, it doesn't always have to be so heavy. The point is, let go of being so hard on yourself and hard on the people around you and expecting them to give you the things you need. The only person who's going to give you what you need is you. So let's go into 2026 with that. Why don't we give ourselves what we need? Why don't we tell ourselves how great we are? Do some mirror affirmations, man. I know it sounds goofy, but I promise you, try looking at yourself and saying, I love you. It's the weirdest thing in the world. You're like, what's that on my face? It's so weird. You do everything to, I'm like, I think I popped pimples. I don't even have pimples. I'm 54. There's no pimples. I probably popped a wrinkle. But in any case, I probably pulled a stitch out from the facelift. I'm like, what's that? And all of a sudden my ear comes in. You got what I'm saying. We're very uncomfortable loving ourselves and giving ourselves compliments, and we expect to be lifted up by other people around us. And I think it's extremely important. Again, extremely important. I think things are a lot. Hashtag extremely important. And facts. I think we need to kind of go into this new year, and I speak for myself on this one, and meet people where they're at, hold them accountable for their actions, don't expect more than they give you, and hold ourselves accountable too. Don't ask your dog to meow. It sounds stupid, but I'm telling you, if you think about it, I never get mad at Oliver for not meowing. But man, do I get mad at people for not showing up for how I want them to show up. So I think letting go of your expectations in 2026 is going to be a really life-altering, lighter way of walking into the year. Oh, God. And with that, we're wrapping up the year. Let's wrap up the year. This has been a great year, guys. I am so grateful for you. So completely thrilled to have done this. I'm going to cry again if I keep talking about it, but I am proud of myself. I love me. No, I'm really grateful for you guys. And I couldn't have done it without the people who show up every week. I could have, but I would be just sitting here alone. That would suck. But really, thank you so much. I'm so excited about next year. I'm coming back. It's going to be crazy. I don't know what it's going to look like. I know that I'll have this face. 2025 has been amazing, and I looked forward to every week reading what you guys had to say, getting the text message, seeing the views, seeing people on the street, having friends talk to me about it. I am so grateful for you, and I am so excited about 2026, and I cannot wait to do it together. So whatever your plans are this year, have a great time. Be safe. Tell the people you love them. I'm going to cry again. Thank you for showing up for me this year and for taking this ride with me and for your loyalty and for your comments and for just being here for me. It's been amazing, and I can't wait to see you again next year. Have a holiday that you remember, that you want to talk about. Spend it with the people you love. Be kind, be safe, and love yourself. And you're better than you think you are, I promise. I'm crying. I don't know why I'm crying again. I hate that this is over. Okay, I'll see you guys next year. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. Have a great, safe time. Don't get hurt, don't get sick, don't throw up, and don't have a hangover. Take aspirin, don't drink too much. I don't cry like this. This is my mom doing this to me. And I've definitely not had enough wine to be drunk enough to cry. 2026 is yours to shape. Happy New Year. I'll see you guys next year. Cheers. Hey guys, thank you so much for showing up for another episode of Still Can't Cook. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your podcasts, on YouTube or any other podcast provider. And if you're on Instagram or TikTok, please follow us at Still Can't Cook. Love to have you guys back every week. So happy that you joined us and look forward to seeing you next week.